Greetings, fellow detectives! Welcome to the next stream, the third to last stream, actually, of the WizardKitten 2023 Summer Streamathon Adventure Nancy Edition, where today we are playing Nancy's very first case, or at least the remastered version of her very first case, Secrets Can Kill, Remastered. Super excited to be here with you all on this Friday. It's been a little while. So excited to see you. Let's see who all is here. Greetings, Maple. Greetings, Sam, Kate, Milo, Abby, Ray Marie, Joshua. Happy freaking Friday is right. Welcome to the stream, everyone. So good to see you. Greetings, M. Dragon Slayer, you just wrapped up your first week of junior year. It was a wreck. Oh no. Junior year is so overwhelming. I hope it you ease into a little bit, Dragon Slayer. Soundtrack is just one that fills you with nostalgia. Greetings, Bree, lurking and making dinner for company. Awesome. Have a great time with your company. Enjoy the dinner. Go manatees! Manatees are my favorite animal, you guys. I love manatees. I think they're the stinking cutest. So very excited to celebrate some manatees today. Go manatees! Greetings, Lauren and Jessica. Casey, Katie. The chat refreshed, and now I've lost my place. Eating chocolate chips, yum. Greetings, no thank you. Welcome to the stream, so good to see you. So sad the Streamathon is ending soon, I know. It's so bittersweet because it's like fun and exciting to get through all the games and having had a wonderful Streamathon, but it's so sad that it has to end. Yes, we get studious Caitlin again, yep. I was at work today, so you get me with my glasses. Which is perfect because we're at Paseo Del Mar High School today. This is a perfect back-to-school game. Greetings, Clue Girl. I'm gonna cry. Greetings, Rebecca. Go Manatees. Greetings, Jillian and Tommy and Amber and Pink Jaguar. Can't believe it's almost done. I know, it feels like just yesterday. Greetings, Amy and Hashtag and Emma. Are those glasses? Yes, they are. Since my job is so computer heavy, I wear my glasses a lot during the school year. It's just easier on my eyes. So yep, you get glasses, WizardKitten, for probably the last 3 streams. I don't know, we'll see. I like to imagine this remaster is Nancy telling Carson about it. I like that theory a lot, actually. So it's like not perfect because nobody's memory is perfect. So it's kind of like Nancy's version of events. Greetings, Sully. Can hang while you get groceries on your bus home. Awesome. Ooh, got D&D in an hour. Oh my gosh, have so much fun. Love that. Greetings, Carrie-Ann. Cheeseburger soup. Yum. That's a perfect diner meal. I was super cranky, not used to waking up at 6 a.m. once more. Same, Dragon Slayer. I have to get up at 5:45 for the day, and I don't like it at all. I'm gonna miss the Streamathon. Me too. Greetings, Ashley and Jenna. Greetings, Catherine. So good to see you. I love this soundtrack too. It's so good. It's just like kind of delightful and simple. It's not like abrasive in any way. It's just perfect. Greetings, Michael. Enjoy your lurk. I actually really like playing this game when you want to play an easy, smooth game. It's nice to have those options, isn't it? That's why I like this game, Stay Tuned for Danger, Haunted Carousel. It's nice to just have something easy sometimes. I don't want it to end either. I wish the school year didn't come back. Wish I could just keep hanging out with you all year long. Can't believe this year's extended into the school year. Yeah. It's because of the 3-week break I had to take in July for the doctorate and for our honeymoon trip to England. Having that 3-week break, it actually ended up being a little bit more than 3 weeks. Really delayed the schedule. You got your new glasses today. You can see again. Yay! I do not know what I would do without my glasses or contacts, without my prescriptive lenses. I wouldn't be able to leave the house. Greetings, Juan. Welcome to the stream. Mr. WizardKitten is doing well. He's celebrating the end of a hard week. The queen was a little sunbun just a little bit ago. She was super cute in the sun. That's when you have to get up to. I am not a morning person. I don't know about you guys, but I am not a morning person, not a night person. I'm an afternoon person. I like to go to bed early and sleep in. Eating fruits for breakfast, yum. Abby, thank you so much for the super chat. I want to say thank you. You put so much effort into making the streams a fun and welcoming place. Thank you for everything you do for us. Thank you so much, Abby, for those kind words and for that super chat. That is so thoughtful of you. Thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm so glad that you feel like the streams are a fun and welcoming place. That's exactly what I hope for with them. Wonder how the series would look if all the characters have been two-dimensional. I wonder if they hadn't switched over as early as they had because it was just easier to keep them 2D, if they eventually would have anyway. That would have been so interesting. Greetings from Mississippi, catfish capital of the world. I love catfish. What a goofy animal. Greetings, Chisholm. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Excited for the stream. Currently cooking dinner. Excellent. Got the grass mowed today. Very nice. More of a night person, don't mind mid-morning shifts. Noon's your favorite time of day, right? I think my ideal time of day is like between like 10 and 2. That's when I'm doing okay. Maybe sometimes up to like 3. Permanently exhausted pigeon. There's like a sleep test where you get assigned an animal based on your sleep patterns. And one of the categories, and the category that I got sorted into, is dolphin. Which is hilarious because dolphins don't really sleep. And neither do I. Insomnia! Hello, fellow insomnia friends. Some days I like being up in the morning, some days I like being up at night, all over the place. That can be nice because you can be a little flexible depending on the day. I love a shady WizardKitten, one of your favorite parts of the streams. Sassy Nancy. Lay in bed all day, girl. Absolutely. Midnight gal, very nice. My mom is a night owl. She's retired now, and now that she doesn't have to like get up for work at a specific time in the morning, her schedule has kind of shifted where she goes to bed at like 2, 3 a.m. and then wakes up much later. I can't relate. I can't do it. Early bird and night owl. Is there something bird related for someone who's an afternoon person? I'm a dolphin too. Chronic insomnia is not fun, and no, it is not. Greetings, by the way, Brenna. Welcome to the stream. You're a lion. You know the test you're talking about. Excellent. Ideal sleep schedule, sleeping from 2 to 10 a.m. Alas, I have to wake up at 7. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that so many of us have natural circadian rhythms that do not line up with a traditional workday. And if we were all allowed to work our own schedules based on our circadian rhythms, a lot of us would be much happier and more productive. But unfortunately, that's not how an industrialized system works. Greetings, Jacob. Welcome to the stream. You just got back to college. Well, perfect. Good thing we're playing a back-to-school game. How is it going? How's it been so far? Like the night, having a 9 to 5 makes it impossible to stay awake. It does. It really does. Night owl here absolutely despise being up in the morning. Mornings suck. And I learned recently, I don't know how true this is, but I heard it on a podcast from somebody who's an expert in the topic. I don't have sources, I don't have sites, so I don't know how accurate this is. But they said that in the morning, the brain releases kind of like a shot of cortisol, which is like the stress hormone, to wake you up. And people who struggle with anxiety already have elevated levels of cortisol. Just like through the day, the cortisol levels are just higher. So for a lot of people with anxiety, mornings can be really, really hard. Getting out of bed and getting up can be really tough because you already have baseline anxiety, and then your brain's like, would you like some more? And then it's like the cortisol shot, and then it's like, oh, well, now I feel horrible. But I've been doing yoga first thing in the morning for 2 years now, and that helps a lot. I am absolutely a morning coffee drinker. I cannot proceed about my day without some coffee. Can't do it. Literally can't do it. Work 6 a.m. shifts on Sundays, and you like getting work out of the way, but getting up early sucks. It is nice to be done. I totally agree. Literally just helped random people move stuff into their apartments till got too low. Love that. Finally have a closing date. Monday is the day. Congrats, Abby. That is so exciting. That makes so much sense, Caitlin, right? Coffee is life. Coffee is 100% life. I can't do life without it. Can deal with mornings better if you shower before you go to bed. Sure, yeah, because then you've like eliminated a step in the morning. I've been trying to do that this year, picking out my outfits in the evening and making sure that my water bottle is filled up in the evening so that I don't have to do those 2 extra steps in the morning. That has helped. Lion's Mane coffee. I have not tried it, but I love coffee and I will try any kind of coffee. Does make some sense. Struggle with really bad anxiety. Yeah, and then the mornings are so hard. Is Mr. WizardKitten an early bird, night owl, or in between? Mr. WizardKitten is kind of all over the place. Whoever said that, like, it kind of depends on the day, that's Mr. WizardKitten as well. Can stay up super late. Sometimes gets up ridiculously early. I would say trending toward night owl. More days than not. Yeah, good call, Sully. Lay my clothes out on the radiator so they're warm in the winter. That's gonna be so cozy. I love it. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pop us into the game. Let's see. I'll turn off our music. So here is our passport for today. Secrets can kill. We've got a little notebook. I'm recommending blue for our color today. There's the coloring pages down there as well. Today's stream is brought to you by the patrons over at Mystique Manor and by all the official Fellow Detective channel members. Thank you so much for your continued support. Today's stream is also brought to you by any super chats and super stickers that are used in chat today as tips. Thank you so much for your support in that way as well. And thank you all for supporting the streams in the biggest way by coming and hanging out with me as we play Nancy Drew. If you are enjoying yourself, please feel free to like the stream. Definitely a night owl. Also, insomnia and anxiety, in addition to other things, doesn't help with sleeping at night, especially when waking up, too. Yeah, those active brains, that insomnia is just really hard. You have 5 water bottles in your bed because too lazy to get up for refills. So you're stocked. You are getting hydrated. Love that. What did you have for dinner? I posted in the Discord my diner meal. Had a nice burger and fries. Just in line with today's stream. We're also wearing Nancy Drew merch. Any merch from any YouTuber, from Her Interactive, any sort of Nancy Drew kind of stuff. Because this is Nancy's first mystery. Greetings, Taya! Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. If I don't finish my passport, the stream has to keep going. Just took the animal test. You got a bear! So what does a bear... Which one is the bear? Can't remember which one's the bear. Crunchwraps. Rarely watch the Secrets Can Kill streams. It's not horrible. Yeah, it's just kind of simple. It's very simple compared to a lot of the other Nancy Drew games. So we've got Phantom of Venice, Carnivale Mask, Ransom of the Seven Ships, Ship, Warnings at Waverly Academy mug, our favorite light to turn on and off over and over again. And the remastered version came out in between Trail of the Twister and Shadow at the Water's Edge. I also like sleeping a lot. What animal test? If you Google, like, sleep animal or sleep type, or what's it called? It's like crow. It's something crow type. Chromatype? No, that can't be right. We love lamp. Will Nancy set up the pop machine? Yes, she will. Yeah, type animal sleep test and then it should come up. Current assignment, a student named Jake Rogers was killed at the local high school last week. An undercover detective by the name of Beach asked Aunt Eloise if I could go undercover to investigate the murder. I'm posing as a new student to see what the other kids may know about Jake and his untimely end. This is an interesting beginning because there's a case file and Nancy has a letter. Little weird. eBay has the OG at a good price? Ooh, nice. I have to check that out. If anyone wants the OG chronotype. So I was close. It was a chronotype. If anyone wants the OG Secrets Can Kill.
Dear Dad, who would have dreamed taking a vacation to visit Aunt Eloise in Florida would result in another case? Seems a student named Jake Rogers was murdered at the high school last week. And an undercover police detective wants me to pose as a student to search for any leads at the school. So it's undercover I go. I'm calling this case Secrets Can Kill. Love, Nancy.
Secrets Can Kill. I feel like Adventure Nancy would wander away from Aunt Eloise's house and like immediately go do other things, but there's things that we need for inside the school. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find it.
Nancy Drew, Detective Beach here. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Frustrated, Nancy. I need some leads, and you're my man. Well, woman, teen, student, whatever. I'll be at Maxine's Diner. Come see me when you found out anything. All contact should be through me.
Can do. So what's our cover?
Our what?
Our cover. Who should I say you are if anyone sees us and asks?
Oh, right. I'll be your uncle. Uncle Steve. I gotta go now. If you need anything else, come see me at Maxine's. I'm wearing glasses and a green striped shirt.
If you weren't adopted, your last name would have been Beach. Detective Beach. That's amazing. Oh, those are the worst nights, Emma. Like, basically getting no sleep at all, despite trying so hard. Aunt Eloise is loaded. Adventure Nancy's just gonna, like, wander into the back room without talking to anyone. What are you gonna do about it, Daryl? Come get me. What are you gonna do about it? Take a ladle. Dear Daryl, I need to break off our date to the Sadie Hawkins dance. I'm very, very sorry, but something suddenly came up. I really, really, really desperately hope that that was inspired by the Brady Bunch. Anyone else watch a ton of Brady Bunch? My mom loved it as she was growing up, so we watched a lot of it growing up as well. Got most of your Nancy Drew games off eBay. That is a great place to find them. Watch out. Killer tomatoes. Blow up, blow up. Do you think this game should have had more tropical vibes since it takes place in Florida? Yeah. It would be kind of nice, actually, if it was a little bit more tropical. I got the bolt cutters. Thanks, guys. Bye. Greetings, Toast. Welcome to the stream. It's so lovely to see you. How are you today? Brady Bunch is iconic. It is a classic. It is very silly and also very wonderful. Oh no, you had to work that day after the family event. Classic Nick at Night every night. Yes! Love the Brady Bunch. Been a while since I've seen it. Oh, you were born in Florida. The hyper-realistic food. Who here has been to Florida or currently lives in Florida? I've been to Florida multiple times. My aunt used to live in Orlando and also went to Disney World.
Looks like something was removed here.
And Universal Studios many times growing up. We've also got TEL3. Got a little code down here. Maxine, Mel, Carl, Mel from Waverly, Carl from Captive Curse, perhaps. Daryl, obviously. Jake, anyone else? Only been to Florida for Disney. Been to Disney in Florida. Love the Brady Bunch and have the complete series. It's so good. Also Mercury L3. Visited Florida. Florida is also where I got the worst sunburn of my life. I got 2nd-degree burns on my face at Cocoa Beach. Practically burned my face off. It was super attractive. Real cute. You used to work at Walt Disney World in Florida? No way! Were you a character? Were you a guide for a character? Did you work the rides? What'd you do? Xenon R3. We've got some lovely Phantom of Venice cat dancing music. It's the music from Phantom of Venice. Yes, it is. Where's our cat suit? Everybody get out your cat suits. It's time to dance. Okay, what are we ordering at Maxine's? Been to Florida many times. Disney World, Universal. Visited a friend once who lived down there. Would love to go to Disney World. It is very magical. You were in the costuming department. Oh my gosh. That sounds so dreamy. I love it. Were you really a younger millennial or older Gen Z if you weren't startled awake at 2 a.m. when the Lopez show started playing? That's so true. Oh my gosh, I watched so much George Lopez in the middle of the night. Cowabubble. Imagine walking into the diner with this playing. In your cat suit, of course. Whatever the heck head cheese chowder is. Oh man. I would take a chance on most of the desserts and the beverages and the burgers, but this whole side of the menu is pretty terrifying. I don't know about most of these. The garbage disposal soup, Cowabubble ice cream, Cool with lime, burger and fries, dude with a shake, Michigan Delight. There you go, represent that home state. I'm from Michigan and I have no idea what it's supposed to be. I'll just have a water. Hold the secret-filled journal. Detective Beach would be displeased. And I think these songs are all supposed to be from previous Nancy Drew games, are they not? We don't... Oh, we do have enough money. Oh, no. No, we don't. We do? Do we? Is this Haunted Mansion? Yeah! No. That's not Haunted Mansion. That is from another game. Why can't I place that? What game is this from? One's Castle Malloy. Huh. Scarlet Hand or Kapu Cave? That it sort of sounded like that. I'm confused. I don't know. Aggregation will eventually be in the Deadly Device, but thankfully we don't have to play it. We can, however, play a round of Barnacle Blast in honor of the Haunted Carousel. I'm only going to play one level, though, because we could be here for hours playing Barnacle Blast. Greetings, Terry. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How you doing today? And hello, 2-3. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Wah. It's always a dangerous game to read the comments section and play Barnacle Blast. Thought Shadow's Edge? Maybe... Because Shadow's Edge came out right after this, so they could have had some of the tracks for it. You, Barnacle Blast. Much prefer Aggregation. I do prefer Barnacle Blast to Aggregation, but I would say that neither of them are my favorite, like, arcade game. Or, like, mini-game of the series. Aggregation's out of order. Oh, no! Yeah, you win. Yay. Okay. Yes, that is sufficient. Thank you very much. M123. Okay, thank you. I was trying to like read the name while doing Barnacle Blast and I saw Monet, but then I recognized the numbers and then I was confused. M123. Thank you very much. I will remember that. Okay, I guess we can like talk to these guys or something. I don't know.
Uncle Steve!
Nancy! Why, I haven't seen you since, for a long time. How's your...
Aunt Eloise. Oh, she's fine. And Dad says hello.
You're staying with your aunt, right?
Yes.
So, what do you got for me?
Well, I was hoping you could debrief me on the investigation.
Oh, sure. I'm just a bit... Well, my undercover assignments are usually not so... suburban.
I understand.
The victim was a senior named Jake Rogers. As usual, none of the family, teachers, or students know about any enemies he may have had. Nothing came up from searching his home, computer, cell phone, or locker. His bank records tell a different story. He had a fairly large savings account and a lot of cash deposits. We suspect he was involved in something shady. Drugs, gambling, or blackmail. That's where you fit in.
Talk to the students and see what you can find out. We think he might have kept information about his activities in a notebook or journal, so keep a lookout for anything like that. Anything else?
I don't know if I trust this guy. He threw that coffee back.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Nancy.
It is a sus question. They're yelling, so Daryl will look over at them and be like, "Oh, seems legit." Even though if they were quiet, it probably would have been more legit.
Welcome to Maxine's. I'm Daryl Gray. I don't think I've seen you here before.
My name's Nancy Drew. I just moved down here.
Then you'll be attending Paseo Del Mar High. I'm your student council president. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Thanks. I might just take you up on that offer.
So, what can I do for you?
He's really bad at this, isn't he? Greetings, Katie. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How you doing today?
Tell me about Maxine's.
Maxine's is the best diner in Florida. The place is usually packed. I guess all the police that were camping out here scared the kids away. Now there's just a creepy old guy hanging around wearing an ugly green shirt.
Daryl, that's my uncle.
Oops. Oh, sorry, Nancy. Quick, Daryl, change the subject.
That's okay. No offense taken. You said there were a lot of police here. What happened?
One of the students was murdered in the school last week.
Yeah, I could totally see Daryl being on the swim team. He does kind of have a swimmer build.
Who was murdered?
A senior named Jake Rogers. He worked here, but I didn't really know him. He kept mainly to himself.
Who did it?
No one knows, and the police are keeping pretty clammed up about it. But my resources say they're calling in some special detective. Maybe even the FBI.
No, Daryl, you're creepy.
Did this Jake guy have any enemies?
Sure, doesn't everyone? I should get back to work. Nice meeting you, Nancy.
That was the longest, most uncomfortable pause ever. Why, Daryl?
Do you know why Connie broke your date to the Sadie Hawkins dance?
No, it was really weird. But what was even weirder is that she took Jake instead of me.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
FBI Phantom of Venice reference. Awkward. Murder. Okay, Adventure Nancy will now go to the school. Go manatees! Yay, manatees! They're the cutest. With their big old noses. One of the happiest moments of my entire life was when I saw a manatee at an aquarium once and it floated towards the window and then booped the window with its nose. And it kind of just like bounced off the window. It's just like immediately releasing all of the, what's the happy chemicals in the brain? I think about that and my brain just immediately is happy. Serotonin? No. Dopamine? No, maybe. Greetings, Hallie. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? It was so cute. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. Up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight. Helium up 2. Royal Palladium Theater. Final scene reference. This game is just like packed with cookies. So we will find lots of references to previous games. Let's see. Police tape does not stop Nancy. What was your high school mascot? We actually didn't have one. Our school name was like nothing conducive to having a good mascot name, so we just never had one. Kind of boring. I think they might have one now, actually. They might have voted on a new one, but I don't know. When I was there, they didn't. Greetings, Love a Hug. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How you doing? Happy Friday indeed. Find the morning edition and discover another crime. The answer is in black and white to who will do the time. We've got IR, D2. Hal Tanaka was student of the month. Go Hal. Go manatees. Your high school is a griffin? That's so cool. What an awesome mascot. You have a mascot now, it's the queen. Absolutely. Ooh, lancers. Knights. Tigers. Vikings. How's the school year been so far? I know kids have only been back for this week. Yes, and I didn't see students this week. A lot of the time, support staff will kind of let kids get used to being back at school first, and then we'll start later. So this week wasn't too bad. I did a lot of evaluations and screenings and got my schedule ready to go. So Monday is going to be my first day with students. And I'm already a little overwhelmed, but it'll be okay. Greetings, Friday. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Next time you find out some shady stuff, tell the cops. KRL2. Another code. Let's see. To the gym. Fighting manatees. Go manatees. The wizards. Eagle and lion. So they joined together to be a griffin at the high school. That is so cool. Greetings, Alya. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday to you as well. I had a pretty solid Friday. Pretty solid day. Potassium R1. Nowhere to turn to, nowhere to hide. Let the books in the library be your answer guide. He did what it took to make the grade, even if it meant cheating, to keep up his charade. That someone must hide. Oh, a symbol of kanji, worn with great pride, reflects big secret that someone must hide. Okay. Serotonin and dopamine. That sounds right. I feel like those are the good ones. The happy chemicals. I want to see a manatee fight now. I bet they're so fierce. This spells something else too, doesn't it? My school. Wait, school. Oh, it's backwards. If anything happens to me, look in my chemistry book, page 305. Very helpful, Jake. Thank you. Are you Patsy? I get a Patsy. Come along, Patsy.
Would anybody just get that reference at the top of it?
From the coconuts?
Yeah, but the Patsy, like your first reaction to that.
I would imagine.
Maybe.
Did you all know what I meant when I said Patsy? Do you know what I'm referencing when I say that? What is a Patsy?
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
A horse has entered the stream. Do you have any manatee stuffed animals? I do. I have one. And I think I got it in Florida. I'm pretty sure I got it there.
Yes, my team got second in the beanbag toss.
Oh, I thought you did trivia. Beanbag?
Yeah,
Your team got second?
yeah.
Nice. Mel, without saying a word, just walked in here and laid down. Like, pet me now. Are you suggesting coconuts migrate? Monty Python. Emma got it. What's Mr. WizardKitten's favorite animal?
I don't know. I really have one.
He doesn't know.
I like animals.
He likes all animals.
Not like a serial killer, but
Patriots and the Eagles. Okay, Nancy doesn't have much money, but she's gonna go ahead and get something to drink anyway. Ooh. Yeah, she was sunburning earlier. Oh, now she's gonna fight Mr. WizardKitten.
not as fierce as usual though.
Nah.
Is that what point this is?
Well, and by Friday, she gets a little bit more lonely, wants more attentions. Never mind, she's vicious now. I need to know the poll results between NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. I was dying when I saw it. It was a lot closer than I expected. I'll double check it again. Let me see. Let's see. So in the end, I Want It That Way got 59% of the vote, and Bye 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 got 41% of the vote. And the reason this started is because I've been compiling a I Grew Up in the 90s playlist on Spotify for just nostalgic songs from the 90s and early thousands that fill me with joy. And while I was doing so, I realized I was wanting to put a lot more Backstreet Boys songs on there than NSYNC. And Mr. WizardKitten said, but don't you think that Bye 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 is like the definitive boy band song? Isn't that the most popular one, do you think? And I said, I don't know. I feel like I Want It That Way has an edge. And so based on this poll, I Want It That Way does have an edge, but it is still very close. And when I polled related query, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, just choosing between the two, that was super close. 47% NSYNC and 53% Backstreet Boys. So I Want It That Way does have a slight edge, but between the two bands themselves, very, very close. Backstreet Boys. Okay, but the only correct response is Backstreet Boys. I am a Backstreet Boys girly. I do still appreciate good NSYNC songs, but I think overall, Backstreet Boys, they just hit a little bit different for me. You know? NSYNC is definitely better. Where was the poll? I just did it on Instagram. It might be done now. Actually, it might still be up. There might still be a little bit of time left in it. Thank God I was voting Backstreet Boys. Like NSYNC a little more. Backstreet Boys have better ballads. Released a lot more albums. There you go. So you have some deep cuts. Liked NSYNC, but I love the Backstreet Boys. You haven't heard of them. Think you may have heard a little bit of I Want It That Way. I want it that way. Tell me why. It's so good. Gotta vote Tell Me Why. It's so good. So now I want to do like a survey, because it's basically like half and half NSYNC Backstreet Boys. So now I need to figure out why. My researcher brain, my doctorate student brain, my Nancy Drew analysis brain now needs to figure out what makes someone a Backstreet Boys fan versus an NSYNC fan. Boys in Motion. Greetings, Christina. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. How are you? You have the Backstreet Boys CD. Few dance parties in the living room. Backstreet Boys are so good to dance to. Incomplete. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Love it. I love it so much. I don't want to talk to Hulk. Hulk is not a Backstreet Boy. Nor is he NSYNC.
Whoa, a new girl at school. Do you realize what destiny has brought you today? Yours truly, Hector Sanchez. But you can just call me the Hulk.
I don't like you.
The Hulk?
You are new around here. I play for the Manatees, one of the best teams in the state. I leave the others in the dirt, man. Soon it's college ball, and then the pros. Showtime.
This dude. Also Aaron Carter, yes. Yeah, the playlist is like, we've got your Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Of course, we have Her Highness Britney Spears. We've got Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Beyonce. We've got some like random one-off classics. Who else do we have? Britney Spears. Can't beat it. Absolute pinnacle. Greetings, Punkfish. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Jesse McCartney, Ashley Simpson, Jessica Simpson.
Who are the Manatees?
Paseo Del Mar's mascot is a manatee. Don't tell me you're afraid of a little sea cow.
No, they're so cute.
Well, actually, I'm afraid of them. Aren't they really dangerous?
You're not from Florida, are you? There's nothing to be afraid of. Manatees are the friendliest underwater sea cows around. I've been trying to get the coach to change that lame mascot ever since I first made the team.
How dare you? How dare you disparage the manatee, Hulk? How very dare. Hilary Duff, yep, and Avril Lavigne. Love Avril Lavigne. Absolutely. The Jonas Brothers. Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why did you think manatees are dangerous? Greetings, none. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you?
Is there anything you're afraid of?
Me? When I walk down the halls, it's punks like Jake Rogers who fear me.
Gosh, you're just the worst.
Are all football players as aggressive as you are?
You have to be aggressive if you want to win. That's why I'm the best. Is there anything else I can enlighten you on?
Oh my gosh. Cheetah girls, cheetah sisters. Lindsay Lohan, yes.
So, what's been going on at school lately?
Somebody killed Jake Rogers.
And yet you were like 5 seconds ago just like, oh, Jake Rogers, what a loser. Hulk, come on.
Do you know why he was killed?
I'm sorry Jake's dead, but I can't waste my life worrying about it. Sorry, can't talk now. I gotta go to practice. Later.
Hulk is the worst. This music making me miss my youth. I know I was feeling nostalgic, which is why I started putting together the playlist. It's been very nice listening back to it, jamming out. The sudden tone shift. Allie and AJ. The That's So Raven girl. Raven Simone. Raven Simone. My idol. We've got a skeleton man from Legend of the Crystal Skull. We've got Nancy's Blue Roadster. We've got the Waverly Girls from Mornings at Waverly Academy. Isis from White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Shania Twain. I'm pretty sure the first song that I ever memorized was Shania Twain. And now I'm completely blanking on the name. This is what happens when you go back to work and all your brain space gets taken up during the day. Why can't I remember the name of that song? It's like peak Shania Twain. I'm pretty sure it's the first song, like, as a little kid. Like, the first actual song, besides just, like, memorizing songs in The Little Mermaid or something. The first actual, like, radio song. Argylfump is on the wall. Yeah, Mr. September. More Waverly. Secret of Shadow Ranch. Yep, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. That's the one. Man, I feel like a woman. Which is probably really funny for like a little 3-year-old to be singing. Grape, grape, orange, cool. We'll play the alarm in the school. ZR4. Let's go, girls. Why is it so good? Why is it so good? Pharaoh from Lights, Camera, Curses. We got YD3, and this is the one that spells out the, not the alarm, but the Easter egg. And I think it spells cool, cool, pop, spot, grape? Cool, cool, pop, spot, grape, maybe? Let's try it. Cool, cool, pop, spot, grape. Yeah! Easter egg! Your wedding dance music this summer was primarily a compilation of 90,000 songs. Everyone loved it. That's because it's the best and simply cannot be beat. There was a contest where you can draw or send in your photos to be in this game. Isn't that cool? Did you know that Argylfump is going to be interviewed tomorrow night? Yes! Susie Should Be Sleeping is going to interview Argylfump, and I was so excited to see that. I feel like Argylfump doesn't typically do a lot of like interviews or anything like that, so it's going to be kind of a cool experience. Getting into the teacher's lounge would have been a great opportunity to switch to Aunt Eloise and use her in the game. That would have been kind of fun. Greetings, by the way, Goodwin. I don't know if I've said hello yet, but if I have not, welcome to the stream. Let's see. Earth Day. Paseo High School School News. Who's interviewing him? Susie Should Be Sleeping is the name of the page, and I think also her YouTube. Seniors, all entries in art exhibit must be picked up at the library on Thursday. See Eloise Drew for info. The hidden videotape will seal my murderer's fate. Carbon R1. That era being my childhood. Same. The main interview he did was back when Kalina worked at her Interactive. I think so too, yeah. Was running water and missed it. Who's interviewing him? Susie Should Be Sleeping on YouTube. I think Jessica just put the how it shows up on YouTube in the chat if you want to check it out. She's been doing a lot of really cool interviews lately. I know Kalina's going to be in a couple weeks. Yours truly is going to be in a week. So it's pretty cool. It's so fun and just like such a cool way to connect people who do different Nancy Drew content in different ways, like merch creators, musicians, artists, all sorts of stuff. Very cool. Love the idea.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Hal Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname. I'm a Japanese exchange student.
Why do you think it's easier to have an American name?
I want to be part of the culture and succeed in this country.
Oh, it's Hal.
So, what's been going on at school lately?
A murder was committed here. Everyone is very stressed out.
Are you stressed out?
I'm studying really hard for exams now. My future as a doctor depends on the outcome of these tests. Also, I think the murder has caused a lot of tension at school.
Wow. Well, who was murdered?
Jake Rogers, a student here at Paseo Del Mar High. It's really intense.
Oh yeah, Hal is definitely the best of the guys. Please send us a link of your interview when it drops. I can't wait to see it. Oh yeah, I'll be sharing on all of the socials once I get details to post. Absolutely. Finished dinner and didn't set off the smoke alarm too much. Ours are super finicky too.
Is that all you know about the murder?
I feel uncomfortable speaking about this now. Please, excuse me.
That's a fair boundary, Hal. Good for you for setting a fair boundary there. You know what, Nancy? I don't really feel like talking about murder. You're a complete stranger. And it's not a super comfortable subject, and I have other things that I need to be doing. Good for you, Hal. Go manatees! Where is the... Aha, there we go. A Crane contestant in a masked disguise won the prize money despite all the lies. Arsenic. Up 4. Is that... No, that's where Hal is. We need to go in here. Okay. Speaking of Mr. September, there's the man himself. Argleflumph Michael Gray, Mr. September. And I am assuming that these are all fans who got to be in the game. Or maybe, like, pictures of people who worked on the game. Greetings, Zach. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Did you show us the passport for the stream? Yes, very briefly, but I can show it again. I'm recommending blue for the stamp today. This is our little passport. They are also winners, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Will you ever do a tier list of the most romanceable men in Nancy Drew? I definitely have thoughts. Biggest heartthrobs of the Nancy Drew series. Friends and family are invited to come to the 5th annual picnic to the Paseo Del Mar Junior High School Marching Band. LA up 2. LA up 2. Thankfully, I already have all of this in my handy-dandy detective notebook. Greetings, Centane. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? So lovely to see you. The man, the myth, the legend. Greetings, Olive. Welcome to the stream. So lovely to see you. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Tony's Pizza. 555 Tony. That's a convenient number. Okay. Does the alarm work here? Ah, I was hoping it would turn on the alarm in here. While Connie's just sitting there. Men's annual judo tournament, A pacha? Definitely have a hot take. Daryl Gray is pretty cute and hunky, especially if you check out the original book. Ooh, okay. This could be a good example of, like, book is much more flattering than the movie or game adaptation. That often happens. It does work here? Not right now, it didn't. Did I do it wrong? Grape, grape, orange, cool. We'll play the
Turn that
oh.
off!
Maybe I did it wrong. How are you on theme for this game? I had diner food for dinner, had a burger and fries for dinner, and I am wearing Nancy Drew merch. Greetings, fellow detectives. Yes, I would like to try again, actually. Greetings, Candyman. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Watching you live on our TV. It's pretty cool to watch on the big screen. Yay! It's like theater. I love it.
Hi, I'm Connie. You're not from around here, are you? Usually, Paseo del Mar High is really quiet and boring. Lately, it's been totally out of control.
Out of control?
One of the students was killed last week.
Who found the body?
I heard it was Daryl Gray, Paseo del Mar's hot student council president.
What a weird question to ask, Nancy. Who found the body?
Daryl Gray?
Oh yeah, Daryl's one of the coolest guys at school.
Who was killed?
Oh, just this wannabe stud named Jake Rogers.
What do you mean?
Jake Rogers was a total creep. Nobody liked him. I gotta go now. Later.
But Daryl, though, he's super dreamy. And I'm wearing my glasses to make me look
The teacher's lounge is
studious.
off limits.
Exactly. I am academic WizardKitten today. Two people at the same time are like, Daryl looks like he's in his 40s. I mean, we all have our quirky crushes. This is true. May I remind the chat about Toilet Fire Boy? Senior essay contest. Put elements in order. Put elements in order to open puzzle. Put elements in order to open puzzle. Zinc down 1. Toilet Fire Boy. About who? I shared this on one of the last streams. But I had a really big crush on a guy I was in plays with. We ended up going to junior prom together. But the year that we were doing Arsenic and Old Lace, this guy and one of his friends were lighting paper towels on fire in the men's dressing room. They were lighting paper towels on fire and flushing them down the toilet. And just, you know, for giggles. Absolutely no reason. And they got caught on camera. And so the whole cast got in trouble because the girls, we knew about it. We weren't going to tell anyone about it, but we knew about it. And so the whole cast got in trouble, and we were no longer allowed to put on our play for the public after having rehearsed for a super long time. That was the consequence, which is a huge bummer. I was Cecily Cardew. I was supposed to be Cecily Cardew, and it would have been super fun, but c'est la vie. And that's my story of Toilet Fire Boy. That's my quirky crush. Greetings, Shay. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Not too far. We're still pretty early in the game. What? How did I forget the context of Toilet Fire Boy? Sounds like a keeper. The things that excite you in that age, or the things that you're willing to ignore when you're that age. He was, like, not my type at all. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why the crush was there. Honestly, it was probably just because we were in plays together. Thank you for telling the story again. How did I forget Toilet Boy? Greetings, Colby. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Let's see. HFL1. Bad boy crushes. As a current high school theater teacher, had to send home 2 kids from tech crew last year for lighting leaves on fire. So you understand the arsonist tendencies of theater kids. Remember not to enter in a wrong combination. Okay. This being the wrong combination, or the combination that we can get wrong. Just hanging out, listening to the stream. Wonderful. That is a really interesting question, Ray Marie, and I have no idea. I have no clue if we would have ended up together if we went to the same high school. Honestly, I was a different person. I was a real different person. Remember once in elementary school, boys were throwing snowballs when they weren't supposed to, so they had to perform Santa Baby at the Christmas pageant. Just like in Mean Girls. Costumes and all. I have no idea, Catherine, no. I'd be curious, but I have no clue. I don't know what this symbol is. I don't know what this symbol is, but this is Kappa, and this is probably Delta? Oh, Sigma Phi Kappa Delta. If I read Sigma Phi Kappa Delta. Okay. Sigma Phi Kappa Delta. There we go. He's a plumber. He was actually really, like, smart, and I think his initial intention was to go to med school. I have no idea if that's what he ended up wanting to do, or if that's what he ended up doing. They had blue dresses and a whole routine. Okay. Oh, this is much easier on Junior Detective. Where's the back of your head, madam? There it is. Okay, so there's your head, and then you need your dress. We want that to be there. And then we want your dress. And we want that to be there, and we want these to be moved over. Okay, there we go. Have you ever seen the Nancy Drew series? What did you think of it? Oh, the one on CW? I have not seen the CW series. I have heard not great things about it, and that it's like not really like Nancy Drew, which is why I haven't really watched it. But yeah, I cannot make an informed opinion on it. Is this supposed to go down here? Or is it supposed to go... No, it's not, because her legs... So this is the empty space, yes? Yeah, that must be the empty space. Okay. So the empty space is on the bottom. Weirdly enough, this almost isn't easier than the Senior Detective one, because it's throwing off my usual strategy. This is your favorite slider puzzle? Saw a little bit of a long time ago. Wasn't that good, to be honest. I think I'm the only one who likes the show. Like I said, I have not seen it, so I cannot weigh in. Things that I've heard are like doesn't necessarily sound like Nancy Drew, but it could, if you're like not going into it thinking that it's gonna be like Nancy Drew, it could be cool. Okay, let me think for a second. This needs to go up here, which means I need it to be after the head, like that. Okay, there we go. There it is. Eloise Drew, Oh Wise Elder. You do top row, left row, and then the rest usually falls into place. That's a good way to do it for a 9 grid one. Okay, what else is in Aunt Eloise's room? Mostly just like references to previous games, honestly. Only seen the first 3 episodes, did not like it. Some Yellowback Nancy Drew books. Couple of coins. Let's see. Teacher's Lounge. Thank you very much. The Yellow Spines. Most of my Nancy Drew book collection are still the Yellowbacks. I do have some earlier editions that are pretty cool, but most of them are still the Yellowbacks. Let's see. Lena will eventually be a name in the Shattered Medallion. Are Lena and Maggie coming to tea? Maggie. Carl from Captive Curse. Maxine, Maxine's Diner. The Bandit's Treasure is from Message in a Haunted Mansion. Land O'Lakes is a reference to Treasure in the Royal Tower. Anya is also in the Captive Curse. Brady Armstrong is in the final scene. Renata will also be in the Captive Curse. It was Magnificent, probably Miles the Magnificent Memory Sheen. Jellyfish Sandwich from Deception Island. Bob is from Shadow Ranch. Dog's Eye was Robin Hood. That's from Curse of Blackmore Manor. Huzzah on defeating the Slider Puzzle. Greetings, Monkey. Welcome to the stream. So lovely to see you. How are you doing today? This is the phrase from Secret of the Old Clock. Blue Moon Canyon. Glam Glam Magazine from Danger by Design. Big Island from Creature of Kapu Cave. Big Island Mike as well. Pish Pish is from White Wolf of Icicle Creek. He got bit by a spider, just like in Legend of the Crystal Skull. Dad always wants to preach and complain about high insurance costs, muttered Lucas, also Captive Curse. Daryl is going to the Air Force Academy. This is fascinating. Greetings, Rachel. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Let's see. I think that's the only book over here. And then here we have talk to Jake about library books out of order. Call Nancy to get flight number. Call Jackie about Spanish schools. Aunt Eloise quiere aprender español. And that may or may not be everything. Captive Curse fanfic. Maggie is Nancy Drew. Hidden clues are everywhere. And then there's this like creepy ghost story, which, I don't know, kind of reminds me of Shadow at the Water's Edge, just in the vibes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save. We've been to all of the locations once now. Making some good progress.
What can I do for you?
Didn't I hear that you found Jake's body?
Yeah, I did. The student council president gets keys to the school. We had an early morning council meeting and I found him lying there. It was the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. And I really don't want to think about it right now.
How well do you know Hulk Sanchez?
Big guy, big muscles, big dreams. A lot of football scouts have been coming over to watch him play. He must be under a lot of pressure to perform.
What can you tell me about Hal Tanaka?
Hal's an exchange student who's all scholarships and study. He's very intense about becoming a doctor.
Talk to you later.
Take care.
Literally all of the characters will just, like, not even pretend to hide their feelings about the other characters. They will just tell you flat out, this is what I think about this person. If you ever decided to speedrun a Nancy Drew game, which one would you do? I mean, this one would be pretty easy to speedrun. You were watching this on 144p.
Hi, Nancy.
Could you tell me the combination to Jake's locker?
Well, like I said, we already looked in his locker. There's nothing there.
I know, but I'd like to see for myself.
Then you'll need to figure it out by yourself.
How can I get into the teacher's lounge?
Look, Nancy, maybe this assignment isn't for you. I can't be holding your hand all the time. Your job is to come to me with solutions, not problems.
Aren't you my supervisor?
Goodbye.
See you later.
Aren't you supposed to help me out? I know, super traumatic him. Your hot take, Nancy Drew movies and TV never get it right. I agree. I think the one that got closest is the one with Emma Roberts. It's still not perfect, but I think it got closest. And I think it's because they honored the fact that Nancy Drew is a vintage character. They didn't try to, like, make her, like, new and trendy. They still made her quirky and retained most of her character. And I think that's pretty crucial. There are still things that, again, that I would have done differently in that movie, but that one got close. Friendship bracelets for the Taylor Swift concert movie. Yay! Greetings, Mary Ellen. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. That is so fun. Let's go the opposite way this time.
Hey, Nancy, need something?
Have you seen any of those weird messages on the bulletin boards?
Yes, and if I catch the guy who's doing it, he's going to be in big trouble. I bet it's the same person who keeps on setting off the soda machine alarm.
Not so, unless that person is a zombie. She's a child. Yeah, the Waverly Girls will also not mince words.
Why did you break your date with Daryl to the Sadie Hawkins dance?
It's a long story.
Did Jake make you break the date?
You're asking way too many questions, Nancy. What business is it of yours?
How well do you know Daryl Gray?
I wish I knew him better. He's the only guy I'd ever consider dating. He's student council president, holds a cool job at a diner called Maxine's, and drives a Seaback X80.
Drives a sports car and works at a diner? That doesn't compute.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Daryl's family was rich and used to throw major parties all the time, but not anymore.
Yeah, the Emma Roberts one really is very charming. I enjoy it a lot too.
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
Not very well. He's an exchange student from Japan and a total workaholic. He told me he's trying to get more scholarships for college. Lately, he's been looking really burnt out. I think the pressure's getting to him.
What pressure?
I guess it's a big deal for his family that he get into a good school on a free ride.
What do you know about Hulk Sanchez?
He's a big jock on campus. Never dated him or anything.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Yeah, in this case in particular, Nancy is far less than subtle. Pretty direct in her questioning for this one. He doesn't even say anything. Hi.
Connie told me you study too hard. Is that true?
Connie doesn't know my study habits. I can handle my studies. I'm behind in my studies and I must get back to the library. Bye, Nancy.
I always love that so much. I can handle my studies. I'm behind in my studies. Oh, hell.
Do you know Connie Watson?
Yes, we've been in a few classes together. I think she was dating Jake Rogers.
Hell does have Shaggy's outfit. Oh my gosh. It's Shaggy.
Have you heard of Hulk Sanchez?
Heard of him? Hulk holds the conference record for quarterback sacks. He's been the state's #1 player since he was a freshman. He's also a candidate for a big university, even with his injury.
Injury?
Hulk got hurt a few weeks ago. Ever since that game, he hasn't played the same. I worry that his chances of playing for a top school are not as good as before his injury.
can you really handle your studies? I'm getting mixed messages.
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He's very popular, and a good politician, too. Just like his father.
Like his father?
I hear he was a great politician, but not a very good businessman. I think his company went bankrupt a few years ago.
Do you know the combination to Jake Rogers' locker?
I'm sorry, Nancy. I can't help you with that.
See you later.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Yucked. Okay, library? Shall we enter the library? She's working at the library! That is Mr. WizardKitten's favorite Christmas movie. And that's always my favorite part, because the way they say it makes it sound like her being single and unmarried and working at the library is a fate worse than death. She's working at the library! You won't like it. It's tragic. It's a tragic alternate timeline. Not the library. If you push space and then search, you get pretty much every book in the library. She's living my dream is what she's doing. It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart. I work at a library, not the library slander, right? It's a Wonderful Life. It's 19 I don't want to say what year it is because I'll be wrong. It's old. It's an older movie. Hence the library slander. Just need some beanbags, yes. Process of Elimination. Yeah, basically every book that's ever been in the Nancy Drew series you can find in this directory, which I think is amazing. And I definitely would have spent a whole day of work putting this together. 100%. I hate that movie. I won't tell Mr. WizardKitten. He will be deeply upset. I just want a gothic candlelit library. Is that too much to ask? With a secret door? Secret entrance? A kid I was screening this week independently brought up the idea of a secret room and how cool that would be. And I was like, yes, child, you're gonna go places in life. You have... you understand the important thoughts. Let's see. Sports today. Just got the ABC Library song from Between the Lions stuck in my head. Oh my gosh, Between the Lions. It's from 1946. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. What does Mr. WizardKitten think of remakes of OG classic films like Pet Sematary and Cabin Fever? Remakes, it depends on the remake. Some he thinks are great, and some he thinks are awful. Basically a whole article on steroids, which is supposed to clue us in to a certain someone. I wonder who. Marie Antoinette, I believe. Treasure in the Royal Tower. Haunting of Castle Malloy. Mel playing the cello. Waverly Academy. Love It's a Wonderful Life. Am not in favor of the library slander. If anything happens to me, search under my combo in catalog. Sodium L3. So this is where we know that we need Jake's locker combo. Braille. We will need this later to open up the door for the maintenance room. Fitness YouTube in a nutshell. Marie Antoinette. This book was also in Treasure in the Royal Tower. Every shelf has at least one. Lizzie Applegate for Message in a Haunted Mansion. Your last name is Bailey and you used to be a librarian. The joke got old quick. Oh no.
That medallion Connie is wearing is kanji for crane.
Several of these symbols are also in Message in a Haunted Mansion. I recognize moon and mountain for sure. And I think some of these are in Phantom of Venice too, aren't they? I could be wrong, but maybe. Maybe. Harry Houdini from the final scene. Okay. And then over here, we've got some more books. This is a pretty solid Nancy Drew library. We got the gem book from Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. And I think there's like 1 to 2 per side. Where's this one? Let's see. The Ichido book from Danger by Design. Kila! Or the Kira. Hasa! Ika! Shaza! Can't hear it in a voice other than Minette's. Religious Relics of Venice from Phantom of Venice. Never mind all the brightly colored signs that said we were closed on Sundays. Gotta love it. People are like, but not for me, right? Like, I can come in? That sign doesn't apply to me. I am a donut. Same book, same. This is the Monsters book from Curse of Blackmore Manor. Remember when encyclopedias were the only way to research a paper? Gosh, I remember so many classes where we had to go to the library and like look things up in the dictionary and look it up in the encyclopedia and use the encyclopedia as a primary source. Minette 1v1 never gets old. Newest Mortal Kombat character. Money. I love when the doors open. It's so creepy. Jake was here. Chemistry book. Iodine, U2. The answer to my fate lies in the box. A match book behind Maxine's schedule holds the first step. My messages hold the remaining 18. The elements tell the order. The letter and digit tell the direction. Okay. Hallmark films. I am not a Hallmark film watcher, but I fully understand the concept and support. Creepy. Dinah Ham from Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Declaration of My Independence. You Tell 'em book. You Tell 'em. The Crystal Skulls from Legend of the Crystal Skull by none other than Professor Beatrice Winifred Gertrude Hotchkiss. Ransom of the Seven Ships journal. Anything else? Anyone have a favorite book from the Nancy Drew series? It's hard to pick just one. There's so many beautiful books. That was a video idea suggested, was like analyzing the books that are in the series, which would be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'd be able to come up with an argument or anything, but even just like exploring the books would be kind of fun. What do we have here? Oh, Julius McQuaid's diary from White Wolf Bicycle Creek, but in French. A weird TV show in school during library time. It was so weird. Wish I could remember what it was called. It was a fantasy mystery show that indirectly taught about libraries. That doesn't sound familiar, but it sounds kind of cool. Blackmore Monster Book or the Water Edge Ghost in the Well book. Yes, so spooky. Partial to the Nancy Drew notebooks. They were your introduction. Love that. Secret of Shadow Ranch. Secret of the Old Clock, just because your mom would read it to you and your siblings when we couldn't sleep. That's so sweet. Hidden Staircase is really good. Yeah, I guess both. The IRL Nancy Drew books and any books in the series, too. Okay.
How's it going?
I don't really want to talk to you anymore, but...
I'm really sorry you got injured. Does that affect your chances of playing college ball?
I had a little sprain, no big deal. Within a week, I was better than before, and impressing the football scouts. I'm as strong as ever.
Uh-huh, sure.
How could I get into Jake's locker?
I could tear the door off with my teeth, but it just might be easier to ask Hal Tanaka. His locker was right next to Jake's.
I could tear the door off with my teeth.
Do you know Hal Tanaka?
That dude is always studying. He's a huge fan of mine, real smart guy. But I never understood why a brain like Tanaka would hang out with slime like Jake.
Moss-covered mansion. It was odd. I read all of the Nancy Drew books in middle school, and I have such a hard time remembering which plots go with which stories, and honestly remembering some of the plots to begin with. I really should do a reread through.
Hal was a friend of Jake's?
Let's just say I saw them talking together a lot. Jake's locker was right next to Hal's.
But they weren't really friends, is that what you're saying?
Jake didn't really have friends, and Hal, he may seem pretty chill, but I've seen him crack a couple of times. He's seriously uptight.
Crack a couple of times?
He's got a temper, a bad one. He lets the pressure build and build until he's wound so tight the slightest thing sets him off. Like last week, I strike him out during gym, and he goes ballistic and charges the mound. He's got some serious issues. Now that I think of it, last time I saw them together, Hal seemed pretty upset.
Now that I would love to watch. Go ahead, Hal.
What can you tell me about Connie Watson?
Read it as hell.
She hangs out at the gym a lot. I heard she's been having a real tough time.
Why do you think she hangs out at the gym so much?
I don't know. She's a pretty good athlete, but never joined any of Paseo Del Mar's teams.
Why not?
Not exactly sure.
You said she was having a tough time?
I heard she's been having some money problems.
What can you tell me about Daryl Gray?
He seems like a cool guy. His family used to sponsor the annual football awards dinner until last year. You know, he's the one who found Jake's body.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, sure, adult man acting as stereotype of jock teen. Fan. Okay. I bumped my BS sensor and now it's forcibly expired.
Great, you broke it!
I sure did. Oops. Whoopsie. I did not mean to do that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, Nancy, need something?
Oh dear.
Your medallion has a symbol that means crane, and Crane is the name of the judo school on the poster in the gym.
What a coincidence. Funny, I never noticed. I gotta go now. Later.
Excuse me, I had like 5 more questions to ask you. Are you reading any books right now? Yes, I am. I just finished The House on Vesper Sands, and I am just starting The London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. I've been excited to read it for a long time, and now that it's like spooky season, it's perfect timing. Whatever shall we do, Hulk?
What is it you want now?
Didn't I hear you were dating Jake?
Hey, a girl can make a mistake, can't she?
We never gave half a hoot about the athletics. Oh my gosh, that's fascinating, Centane. Yeah, complete opposite for, I would say, most U.S. schools. Athletics are treated with a lot more respect and funding, prioritizing than anything else. Love the London Seance Society. Did you read The Lost Apothecary by the same author? Yes, and loved that too. So I was super excited to see that London Seance Society was coming out. Yeah, now I get to read it, and I'm very pumped. It'd be so cool to have a WizardKitten book club. Wouldn't you want to know what the kanji meant? You would think. You would think.
Hulk told me money's been tight for you these days.
What a dork. Hulk Sanchez doesn't know the first thing about my life. He needs to get a life and stop talking about mine.
What a dork.
Someone set off the alarm on the soda machine again.
It's Connie, the student monitor, to the rescue. Again.
Bye. I'm going to read your diary. WizardKitten Book Club. I'll have to periodically post the books that I'm reading so that if anyone wants to join, you absolutely can. I have a nice little stack of books that I'm going to try and get through for fall. House on Vesper Sands was the first one. And now that I'm done with that, I'm on to London Seance Society. All right. Lots to find in here. Gray Enterprises posts third loss and stock tumbles. What a dork. Well, I was going to giggle out of me. What a dork. I like that painting. I want that painting. I also want donut. Anyone else want donut? Which donut do you want? Have a donut. Also like that painting. I also want that one. Might be able to start something on Goodreads. Not totally sure how much effort you want to put into that, though. Oh, if it's a fairly easy system on Goodreads, that'd actually be really fun. A trophy was not the only prize, but also money of a greater size. Silver D1. I'll look into that. I find that I feel like I probably would be even more motivated to get through my TBRs if other people were also reading alongside me. Submit Hal Tanaka's senior paper to the POM Scholarship Foundation. All about etiquette. Did we not read Prudence's book? Maybe we still have to do that. Or maybe Jake has that book. What's your favorite donut? Yours is the strawberry glazed. Yum. I don't know. I feel like I usually go for like a plain donut with a little bit of like chocolate frosting and sprinkles, but I'm also happy with like a standard glazed. I'm happy with like a standard vanilla frosting and sprinkles. We actually had donuts in the teacher's lounge today for a Friday treat, and I had one for a snack this morning, and it was a strawberry frosted one, which I don't know if I've ever had before, but was quite lovely. Powdered donuts all day, every day. 4 new books on your shelf that you have owned for a year now and still haven't read them. Yeah, I have a stack. I think I have about 12, about a dozen right now in my TBR. And I keep them horizontal on my shelf until I've read them. And once I've read them, then I can put them in vertically. But I try to keep it under 12. Chlorine D2. Every book I buy, I have the intention of reading. And I usually get around to them all. And if I don't, then I like sell them to Half Price Books or something if I don't think I am going to. Eloise Drew. Oh, wise elder. Boston cream, anything chocolate. Love the munchkins from Dunkin'. Told your students multiple times, don't plagiarize. Cough, cough, Hal. Need to find a replacement for Jake Rogers for bulletin board duty. 'Twas Jake. 'Twas Jake leaving all the messages. Okay, that's for the maintenance room. Speaking of maintenance, also a to-do list. Oh! Hello? Who's there? How many of you jumped out of your skin the first time that happened and somebody pounded on the teacher's lounge door while you were in here? It's like, hide! I'm not trespassing, I swear. Has anyone read Fourth Wing? I have seen that everywhere. I have a friend who has seen it. I should ask her what she thought. Don't buy many books, download audiobooks from Libby through the library, which is a really great way to do things. Let's see. Security detail report. Heard screams from East Stairwell after calling 911. Found male teenager who apparently fell from stairs. Attempted to apply first aid. Wait, didn't Daryl find the body? Heard screams from East Stairwell after calling 911. Found male teenager who apparently fell from stairs. Attempted to apply first aid. See police report for further details. Oh, did Daryl find it not coming in early? He must have not come in for a meeting. Just finished the OG Seekers Can Kill just now, and it didn't crash. Yay! Hello?
Hello?
You better stop your nosing, or it'll get bent way out of shape.
This report is so confusing and contradictory. Gasp.
Dylan, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and cooling. How may I help you?
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. You called me and threatened me?
No, I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you did. I saw your caller ID number.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, miss, if you're having trouble with your air conditioning. We'll send a technician to find a permanent solution.
I'm not talking about air conditioning. I'm talking about you threatening me.
I didn't threaten you.
Look, I'm not going to play this game with you.
Somebody doesn't know how to make a prank phone call. Love this phone call. You just called me and threatened me? No, I didn't. Yes, you did.
Hulk said your locker's right next to Jake's. Are you sure you don't know the combination?
I remember one day Jake was mad because he couldn't open his locker. He told me he wished I had a phone handy. Would that help?
See ya.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Greetings, Tari, and welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. How are you? Just casually calling someone who threatened her. Nancy is braver than I. Yeah, do prank calls still happen in the age of caller ID? Are the kids still prank calling people? Is that a thing we're still doing? 5253. Gosh, I remember, especially like end of the year bonfires with my friends. We would never call anyone who we didn't know, and it was always like someone our age, but we would like, who has so-and-so's number? And then we would call them on the phone. Just...
Hal's English essay is the same as this essay.
Hi, we're trying to deliver your pizza, but I think we have the address wrong. Can you, read us the address again? Nancy, stop harassing people. Prank phone calls evolved into phone scams. True. They just evolved into robocalls. That's the real prank. Judo today. Paseo Del Mar, Florida. Masked marauder flattens foes. What? No way. Your refrigerator's running. You better go catch it. Break-in at local pharmacy. Hectanol. Oh, Hector. Do you like Hectanol?
That new girl told me you said I'm having money problems.
So what if I did?
You're such a loser.
Don't ever use that word to refer to me.
Get out of my face, Hector.
What are you going to do? Ow! Ow, ow! Connie, stop it! You have an attitude problem.
Later.
You have an attitude problem, Hulk. Just because Connie knows self-defense. Ya dork.
How's it going?
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
I didn't pay much attention to Jake. I'm tired of talking about that loser.
I'm tired of talking to you, but we all have to do things we don't want to do sometimes.
Tell me about the robbery at the drug station pharmacy.
Why would I know about a robbery? All I know about is football.
No, Sam, I don't think so. Is it good?
I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Do you recommend? Fantasy, mystery? Tell me about the robbery at the pharmacy.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
I didn't know Jake was interested in video. I avoided him whenever I could.
Ooh, that's kind of freaky, Centane. Hulk seems to be okay. He bounces back.
You plagiarized your senior essay on etiquette, and Jake knew about it.
Yes, Nancy. I'm very ashamed. My family will be extremely unhappy about this terrible mistake I have made. Somehow, Jake found out I copied that old essay. Then he blackmailed me into doing his homework for him.
Why did you copy the essay?
I had no other choice. My family won't let me stay in the United States unless I get a scholarship next year.
Ah!
I had to take extra courses to earn the scholarship.
That was weird.
Before I realized what I had done, I was buried in work. I copied the essay because I was desperate.
What happened when Jake found out?
Jake demanded I do all his homework for the rest of the semester, or he would tell my family everything. What else could I do? My family was depending on me to succeed.
Were you desperate enough to kill him?
I was not happy about the situation, but I would never kill anyone. I value human life. Please don't tell anyone about this, I beg you. You will gain nothing if you do, and it would destroy my family if they knew what really happened. I regret what I have done. Please let me have this chance to become a doctor. I promise to make up for this mistake, even if it takes the rest of my life.
If you didn't kill Jake, do you have any idea who did?
When I delivered Jake's homework to him the other day, he mentioned being late for a meeting with Daryl Gray. It was very strange. I didn't know they were friends.
Waiting on 2 orders, both express, both several hours late.
See ya.
See you later, Nancy.
Oh no. That is so weird, Centane. I guess that probably means that they did have the wrong number and they just didn't, like, own up to that. Greetings, Timothy. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. How are you? Not a fan of Daryl Gray in the remaster. Speaking of Daryl, I think we should probably go talk to him. Can we talk to Connie? Gotta accuse her. We've accused Hulk and we've accused Hal. Connie's still gone. Let's go to the diner. You'll officially be starting your master's program from computer science next spring. Michael, yay! That's so exciting. Congratulations. Daryl's hairline in the remaster. Rest in peace. Greetings, Andy. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. How are you doing today?
Hey, gorgeous. Glad you stopped by.
I think Adventure Nancy is a flirt.
What's the word on the street?
Well, your uncle isn't here if that's who you're looking for. I'm sorry for saying this, but he's kind of a Mr. Cranky Pants.
How so?
He's on edge from drinking all of our coffee, and last week he seriously freaked out on me.
What happened?
I don't know. He lost something in the diner and accused us of stealing it. He went kind of psycho.
This is the first stream you've caught live. That's so exciting. Welcome. So happy to have you here.
Hal Tanaka told me Jake said he had a meeting with you once. But I thought you said you hardly knew him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had to talk to me about work.
I do kind of worry about that, Tarian. I think a lot of them are solid. If they could update it so that you can play it on any system, kind of like regardless of how old the games get, that would be the only thing that I would want to be sure with. But otherwise, I don't mind them being a little old school.
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
Why were you in Jake's locker?
For funsies.
I'm working undercover for the police to investigate the murder.
Oh. Good one! You, an undercover detective? But seriously, I have no idea. What else can I do for you?
That delay. Wow. Oh.
Someone said you were caught soaping up the windows on the teacher's lounge.
Yeah, I totally got busted. It was a senior prank. I had to spend 2 days in detention.
Wasn't that the night Jake was murdered?
Yeah, I guess it was. Never really thought about that.
Popeye arms. He does. Oh my gosh. His forearms.
Is your dad the owner of Gray Enterprises?
Yep, that's him. I have an internship in the computer department at the plant. It's mega boring, but it'll look good on my college application.
Didn't I hear that Gray Enterprises went bankrupt?
So what if it did? My dad is working really hard to get the company back on track, and it doesn't help to have vultures like you gloating over it.
I'm sorry, Daryl. I didn't mean to gloat.
That's okay. I'm just a little touchy about it. What else can I do for you?
Yeah, the extra wrinkled shirt is a nice touch.
Bye.
Oh, before I forget, someone left this note for you. It was on the
good.
counter when I got back from break.
I was hoping they had. I have the solution to your mystery. Meet me in the basement of the maintenance room at the high
Nancy.
school. You got it, mysterious note leaver. Did Uncle Steve leave anything behind? Uncle Steve. Forearms thicker than his biceps. Midnight in Salem needs too much work to fix. Even if you'd like to work, coming up with ideas to fix it can only see the route of scrapping 90% of it. Honestly, I agree. That's going to make my everything I would change about Midnight in Salem video very long. Very, very long. Okay, time to break out the handy dandy detective notebook. Scrap Midnight in Salem and make a Salem witch themed game that makes sense. Right. Let's see. Note, but in Braille. That's super helpful, past WizardKitten. What does note in Braille look like? I just wrote down note, but in Braille. That is a oversight in the handy dandy detective notebook. Here we go. This is eventually going to be my new handy dandy detective notebook, like really fancy. But there's a lot to do still in it. And by a lot, I mean literally everything. Before it can be a full handy dandy detective notebook. Past you is so helpful, right? Thank you, past me. So grateful for your assistance in this matter. Leave his wallet on the bench. I wish so too, Monkey. That would have been fascinating. Note, but in bumps. Oh no! Fire! 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 There's a fire! Oh, it's 1967. I don't have to look at the thing. I just know that. 1967.
Ouch! Too hot.
Ouch! Okay. Let's see. So, like, 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Ouch! Too hot.
Put on the gloves, Nancy. Put on the gloves! I already gave them to you. Okay, so that's like 2. That's like 10. Okay, what about if we move this one? Okay, that's supposed to be down there. And... okay. Wait, this one goes like... oops. Like here. There we go. There we go. Phew! Do schools have an incinerator in the basement? They have very unsafe furnaces, apparently. Oh, I am not able to get out this way. Well, good thing I fixed the explosion. So impressed by this fire animation when it came out. 1967. Nancy, remember, rubber is shockproof. Okay, matchbook. The symbol for Mercury. Always wanted one of the Nancy Drew journals. Wasn't able to get your hands on one. Oop, there's the tape. Uh-oh. Let's watch it. I love the use of tapes in the first two mysteries. It's just so funny to me. Do we not need a remote for this one? The remote was crucial in Stay Tuned for Danger. Hectanol. For Hector. And Kanji for Connie. And plagiarism for Hal. Oh, he is blackmailing all of you. Except Daryl. Daryl is, not being blackmailed. Does that mean we trust Daryl? I don't know. Ooh! Blackmail?
So, how'd your date go with the mysterious note-leaving guy?
Let's just say he almost took my breath away.
Good, so I'm still in the running for you.
Daryl, I'm not interested.
Okay, I get the picture.
That's literally the first time we've rebuffed him.
Talk to you later.
Later.
Bring back the Nancy Drew Ultimate Fan Journal. I was always so tempted to get that. What a cool idea.
Nancy, you look terrible. What happened to you? Are you okay?
It was nothing. Let's just say I ran into an old flame.
Suit yourself. How are things otherwise?
Oh, he's all bummed because it wasn't... Nancy's playing it off like nothing and he's all bummed out.
Daryl mentioned that you had lost something last week?
Yes. I lost my wallet. A lot of my undercover contact information is in the wallet, including yours. You can imagine what would happen if that information fell into the wrong hands.
Daryl does not, in fact, get the picture.
Did you ever find it?
It was in my hotel room all along. I think I was drinking too much coffee, starting to affect my mind.
I found a notepad in the library that seems like a message from Jake.
Really? Tell me more.
It says, "Things to remember me," and seems to give clues about the answer to my fate lies in a box.
This is the best lead we've had. I think it could break the case. Follow whatever directions he gave to find this box. His journal could be in there. Excellent work, Nancy Drew. But remember, you need to keep a low profile and be careful.
I've seen Argofump play some of the Carol Reed games. Sounds almost like Fred from Scooby-Doo.
I found the videotape Jake made. It shows some students that Jake was blackmailing.
Was one of the students Daryl Gray?
No.
That's surprising. My intuition says that Blondie Burger Boy is involved in this somehow. Good lead, but we really need to find that journal of Jake's.
Blondie Burger Boy.
I think a student may have killed Jake because he was blackmailing him, or her.
You're getting great leads, but think and may have are not good enough. We need to find hard evidence, like Jake's journal.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Point and click, hidden object Scooby-Doo game. Yeah, some Scooby-Doo PC games would be so fun. I would be 100% down for that. Jake was blackmailing you.
I'm not into pushy girls. Do me a favor and bother someone else.
Why is he Napoleon Dynamite? Tina, come get some ham.
Jake knew you broke into the drug station. He was blackmailing you, wasn't he?
Yeah. He found out I stole the steroids and threatened to turn me over to the cops. It would have meant the end of my football career if I didn't cooperate.
Why did you steal the steroids?
I got hurt really bad in a game a few weeks back. Broke 4 ribs and cracked 2 others. I had to keep playing even though I was hurt. I needed to impress the scouts. Then I started taking steroids. It wasn't worth it because I was still in pain, and all my free time was spent playing errand boy for Jake.
You broke 4 ribs a few weeks ago? And you are fine now? How did you do that? Some powerful drugs.
Did you kill him?
I'm not a killer, Nancy. I didn't do it. The last thing Jake had me do was deliver a note to Daryl Gray. It was in a sealed envelope, so I couldn't read it. My bet is Jake was blackmailing Daryl.
Goodbye.
Bye, Nancy.
Witch's Ghost. The alien one is so nostalgic. Greetings, Lucy. Welcome to the stream. It's lovely to see you. How are you doing today? You just finished a very sad book. A stream is just the thing to cure your sorrows. Oh. That's so fun to read a book that's so emotional, but also so hard.
Oh, it's you, Nancy. I'm really embarrassed to see you again.
See you later.
See you later, Nancy.
It's whatever. What you did really isn't as bad as Hulk's. Connie's isn't bad either.
What is it you want now?
Do you know why Jake had an empty video cassette case in his locker?
No. Why are you so interested in Jake anyway? I gotta go now. Later.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess, Abby, that they are no-shows. That's some magic.
Hey, Nancy. Need something?
I know you're the unknown winner of that judo competition. Jake Rogers had it all on videotape.
Yes, Nancy. I'm the mysterious winner of the men's tournament. It wasn't easy for me, and I'm proud of what I did.
Did you kill Jake to stop him from blackmailing you?
Are you crazy? Of course not. I didn't kill Jake.
Jake was threatening to expose you, maybe even make you lose your black belt, and he forced you to break your date with Daryl. Life would have been so easy with him out of the way.
I didn't kill Jake.
See you later.
Bye.
One finally bothered to show 9 hours late. They better not be sassy about it. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can go to the library now. Like, I'm pretty sure that's where we're at. We know where the box is. And I think we probably have all of the symbols now. Oh, I have to look up his combo. Then we can do this. Under my seat reference. Ha 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 ha. So clever, Jake. So clever. Evidence, Jake Rogers under my seat. Connie's motive isn't strong enough. I agree. Even Hal's motive is a stretch. Like, are you gonna kill someone because they revealed that you plagiarized? I don't think so. Are you gonna kill someone because they revealed that you won a male competition as a girl? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're going that far. And if we are, then we are struggling a little bit to identify the size of a problem. Okay. Wow. Past WizardKitten did not write things down very well for this mystery. It's not better in there either. Okay, well, this is gonna be a pain. I want to go home. I'm so sorry. All right. Well, we're starting at Mercury. And then number 1 will be helium, which is up 2. And then carbon, which is right 1. And then sodium, which is I did this in probably the worst possible way. Okay, there's nothing in that one. Sodium, where are you? Left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then chlorine. D2. And then potassium. Right 1. And then zinc. Right 4. What? Is this the greatest puzzle in the game? It's basically the only puzzle in the game. Past WizardKitten is the real culprit. Yes. I wrote this down horribly. I'm gonna have to look it up. It is definitely the biggest puzzle in the game, and it might be the, only puzzle in the game. It recommended my own video to me. Nice. Good job, Google. Recommend the How to Solve All the Puzzles series. Yeah. There it is again. That's sweet. There we go. Okay. Why can't I find it? Okay, I have it written down on my handy dandy detective notebook, but I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Yeah, Barnacle Blast is kind of just for fun. All of the word puzzles are, like, kind of optional. They're not really puzzles. Okay. So if we start at Mercury and we follow helium, we would then go up 2. And then we would go to carbon. And we would go to the right 1. And then we would go to sodium, which would be to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we would do chlorine, which is 4, which would be down 2, right? Is this where I messed up? I don't think so. Chlorine is down 2. And then potassium to the right 1. And then 6 is zinc. Oh, I looked at ZR in my notes and not zinc. Zinc is down 1. Okay, so I was fine. Down 1. And then arsenic is up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then whatever KR is to the left 2. And then the Y down 3. 1, 2, 3. And then ZR, that's to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then whatever TE is to the left 3. What? No. How did I do this wrong? How did I do it wrong again? Oh, it's silver. It's AG. Okay. Silver. Wow, I am really making this difficult for myself. Down 1. And then TE is to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a puzzle within a puzzle. Your bus almost got in a car crash? Oh my gosh. Are you okay, Sully? Greetings, Ham. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. How are you? Forgot it was on 2 discs. 12. Iodine. So up 2. Up 2. And then next is ZE. 1, 2, 3. And then LA, which is up 2. And then HF, which is to the left 1. And then IR. Down 2. And then I believe the last step is this symbol. But I'm going to double check because it would be super annoying if it wasn't. To the left 3. Yes. I am redoing that section of my handy dandy detective notebook. You were playing Final Scene yesterday and found out you don't have to find out who the owner of the theater is. You were floored. Wow. Huh. Bag fell over because of the sudden stop, but I'm fine. Scary though. Yeah, no kidding. That's kind of impressive that you can solve the final scene without that crucial bit of information. That would make the ending a little confusing. All right. Here we go.
This is the story of a student council president gone terribly bad. Let's take a look at what kind of homework he's bringing home from Daddy's top secret military industrial aerospace factory. But what does Daryl do with this stuff? He's too stupid to really know what it all means. But he's not too stupid to know how much these industrial secrets are worth. You see, Daryl's selling out to our local air conditioning guy, Mitch Dillon. Not sure what a guy specializing in HVAC does with satellite schematics, telemetry encodings, and signature intelligence, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's not exactly legal. But it's probably worth a lot of money to Mitch to keep it quiet. Breaking news, check it out. I found out who Mitch is selling Daryl's secrets to. This dude, can you imagine? This dorkoid is the ringleader of some kind of clearinghouse for military secrets. And Mr. Clueless just forgot his journal full of important notes like contact numbers, system passwords, project code names, amounts paid, etc., etc. And some other stuff I don't understand, but I can tell that this guy will pay top dollar to get it back. But just in case, should anything happen to me, I'm putting the journal in a safe place. I taped it underneath one of the book carts at the school, but I doubt he'll give me much trouble. Just a ton of cash. So if you find this video, come look me up. I'll probably be long gone from Paseo del Mar and tanning my bod on my very own private island, retired at 17.
Oh, Jake. You're not going to Dread
Aunt
Isle.
Eloise?
You're not
Is that
solving
you?
Ransom of the Seven Ships. Greetings, Hadeni. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. And greetings, Sora Chicken. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. So bummed your schedule never quite lined up with your streaming schedule this summer. Sigh. That is such a bummer. Long gone is right. This Dorko.
Detective Beach, I didn't expect you.
I just thought I'd come by and see how you're doing. You seemed kind of in a hurry. Did you find the journal?
Yes, I found your journal.
My what?
Jake's journal. I found Jake's journal.
No. You said my journal. You said that you found my journal.
Yeah, the one you were looking for.
Why don't we step into the living room and have a nice chat about where my journal is? Oh, and why don't you give me your cell phone? I'd hate to be interrupted during our little tete-a-tete.
So, this Detective Beach, an undercover assignment, was just a ruse to get me to find your journal. You killed Jake, didn't you?
Yes, I did con you into this undercover charade, and you just ate it up. I mean, you had the lingo, the self-important attitude. You're a real Snoopy Susie, aren't you? But as far as murder goes, no. That was my former partner, Mitch Dillon. But stop with this delaying tactic, Detective Nancy. Where's my journal?
Ah! Yeah, the only one, Sam, and I'm pretty sure this is like the only time that Nancy is actually confronted with a weapon.
It's in the entrance, behind the tapestry.
What's the combination?
Run, Nancy, run.
Kappa Lambda Kappa Sigma.
That's not it, Nancy.
That's true. Unless we count clobbering things as weapons, then Emily also does have a weapon. The bone doesn't count. I guess that does also count. Also the literal bombs. I guess in like a personal close-up confrontation, an automatic weapon? I don't know. This is unique as part of the series. She has been confronted with more dangerous objects, however.
Zeta Mu Mu Pi.
You're trying my patience, Detective Drew. What's the combination?
That's just too bad.
Delta 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 Delta.
Yes, but that's not a weapon.
What the? Get me out of here, Nancy Drew!
I'm sure the police will be happy to transfer you to another set of bars. So long, Detective Beach, and hello, prisoner number 4321A.
His face.
Dear Dad, case closed. Mitch Dillon and his boss, formerly known as Detective Beach, are on their way to prison. The police still don't know his real identity, but his trade in top-secret information has been stopped, thanks to Aunt Eloise's burglar-proof safe. Daryl has confessed to selling information about his father's military projects. Despite the damage this has caused Gray Enterprises, Daryl's father has forgiven him. Connie returned her trophy, but the judo club refused to take it and is opening their competitions to women next year. Hulk agreed to pay for the damages to the pharmacy, and Hal has gotten his scholarships. And I'm headed to the beach, where the only cover I'm going to go under is a beach blanket. See you soon, Nancy.
Takes notes, Thanos. Yeah, he definitely still could have. So he either dropped the gun or it wasn't loaded and he was bluffing. Aunt Eloise is the real hero. That's not what would have happened, Nancy. What year was Paseo del Mar founded? 1967. This would be a pretty easy one to get all of the awards. You have to be careful to get all of the right conversations with Daryl. And you also would have to make it all the way to the last level of Barnacle Blast, which is pretty difficult. But otherwise, also Money Grubber. I never find all of the hidden money. I have never done that. It would have been fun to meet Aunt Eloise. She's just sitting on the couch, hanging out. I think we get a trailer for Shadow of the Water's Edge now. Yeah.
I've always wanted to visit Japan, from the exotic food and wild fashion in the cities to the nature and tradition in the smaller towns. I know there's going to be a ton to see and do. As a thank you for all of my hard detective work, PG Crowmeister has reserved a room for me at one of the area's best ryokans, or traditional inns. It'll be nice to finally take a break from solving mysteries and to spend a few weeks without danger and dark secrets hiding around every corner.
Right.
I've already heard that the ryokan I'm staying in has quite a reputation. I'm not sure exactly for what, though. Well, I'll find that out soon enough.
So scary.
Join me in my next adventure, Shadow at the Water's Edge.
On Eloise coming home to find a man in a cage. Yeah, Shadow at the Water's Edge is a spectacular game. Very good. And I think it is the longest stream of our Streamathon this year. That stream was 6.5 hours, I believe.
Hi,
I solved
I'm
the
Nancy
Sudoku
Drew.
live, and I think that's why. All right. Well, Secrets Can Kill Remastered. Check. It's a nice short little game. It's a quick, easy one in the series. Good for days when you don't want anything too complicated, too hard, and you kind of just want to enjoy the vibes. Enjoy some Nancy Drew. Le classique. Le classique. And also to celebrate Nancy Drew because of all of the references to previous games. It's such a cool little game. I remember that stream. That was so creepy. Love Shadow of the Water's Edge. It's so good and so scary. Thanks for the stream even though I was late because of work. Darn it, work. Any ideas as to what next year's theme might be? I do. I have thoughts. I have to see if I can make them a reality. But I have a tentative plan. Only 2 streams left. Yes, we have now officially played 31 of the Nancy Drew games. We only have 2 left. Thank you so much, Sora Chicken. I wear them a lot more during the school year since I do so much computer work. So short, but can't wait for Deception Island and Message in a Haunted Mansion. Yes. I can also announce today that the next stream is scheduled for this Sunday, September 10th. We will be playing Danger on Deception Island this Sunday, September 10th at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will have my blueberry muffin in tow and my big old cup of coffee. Your fave Sunday! Yay! I need to make it. So excited for Deception Island. By a miracle, don't have to work this Sunday, so hooray for the favorite game. No, I work. I'm catching some of you and missing some. It's so hard. I'll make clam chowder, yes. I figured it would be a good time because then you can do the blueberry muffin and have kind of a late breakfast, or have an earlier lunch and do some clam chowder. So you can have a little bit of both. Some hot kettle faves. Will you play the new one when it comes out on stream? Yes, when Mystery of the Seven Keys comes out. My current plan is to do a blind playthrough by myself that I will record for you all, kind of like I did for Midnight in Salem, because I want to play it by myself first. So I am making sure that I'm not like influenced by anyone else's opinions or ideas, and I can just look at it clearly through my perspective. So I'll do a blind playthrough, then I will do a review, and then I will stream it with you all. Dang it, maybe I can listen. Yes, or sandwiches. You can also make a sandwich. I will support maybe not doing a jellyfish sandwich. I will support a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Doing a jellyfish sandwich is, you know, it's a thought. Getting brunch with your old boss. Hope you'll still be streaming by the time I get home. And Deception Island is like, I mean, it's still shorter because it's a classical era game, but I don't know. I think it might be long enough. I can also tell you when the last stream of the WizardKitten 2023 Summer Streamathon will be. Would you all like to know? Moldy cheese? I mean, you do you. Cheese is mold. So Could always do that. A baking powder sandwich. You could put ice cream on bread. That's also an option. Japanese pickled jellyfish that can go on the sandwich. Okay. If it's edible, then yes. Yes! So, Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, Danger on Deception Island, which means the last stream of our Streamathon will be Message in a Haunted Mansion. I absolutely adore Message in a Haunted Mansion. We will be streaming Message in a Haunted Mansion on Friday, September 15th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Greetings, Jasmine. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Yes. And I will be getting Chinese food, and I am so excited to have my Chinese food while we play Message in a Haunted Mansion. I am so pumped. I'll probably eat it before stream because it's hard to eat on stream, but just the vibes. Very excited. I think it's going to be a fantastic way to end out the Streamathon with those two games. And I then also on Saturday, September 16th, get to do my interview with Susie Should Be Sleeping as well. So I think having that right after the last stream of the Streamathon will just be such a great way to close off the summer. So lots of fun things to look forward to in the next couple of weeks. Started working days at the hospital. Dang it, work. Yay, I don't work that day. There we go. Got that one. Absolutely, Andy. Thank you. Message in a Haunted Mansion, first game I ever played. Yeah, it's a first for a lot of fellow detectives, which I think will make it kind of a fun one for it to be the last of the Streamathon. Time to get some Chinese dumplings. The rice and noodles always get all over the keyboard. See you later, Book Dragon. Hooray! Good day for you for the last stream. Hooray! Kind of sad that's starting to end. I know, it is such a bummer. And it really is. But there's always next summer. And that'll be fun too. I get off work early on the 15th. There you go. Alright, well today's stream is brought to you by the patrons over at Mystique Manor and by all the official Fellow Detective channel members. Thank you so much for your continued support. Today's stream is also brought to you by the super chats and super stickers used in chat today as tips. Thank you so much for your support in that way as well. And thank you all for supporting the streams in the biggest way by coming and hanging out today as we played Nancy Drew. If you enjoyed yourself, please feel free to like the stream so that other fellow detectives can hopefully find our little community as well. Thank you all so much for coming. Rest in peace, Jake Rogers. Go Manatees. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye, Beetlejuice. Goodbye to anyone just popping in and anyone who's been here the whole time and anyone in between. I adore you all. Still remember your mom bringing home Haunted Mansion from the grocery store because she thought you'd like it. That's so sweet. That's iconic. I love it. All right, well, thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening or day if you are in a wildly different time zone. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time. Bye!